Hey everyone, Lensmanos here and welcome back to Modular Mayhem Reloaded. Now I'm trying to record this in 1080 today. I wanted to see what it did and whether it's possible, and I guess how big my file size ends up after that. So let me know your comments in the comments down below. I'd really like some feedback on video quality and if you like what's coming out of the video, and to see whether you whether everything's good. Now there was a comment saying about making sure this is on the item output. I'm pretty sure that's the only other output left. I'm pretty sure this was water in and water out, because this is working. We're getting water into this tank, so but I'm not getting much salt, so I don't understand why I'm not getting much salt, but overall I'm not all that worried if I don't get salt from it. It's neither here nor there. So obviously at the end of the last episode we had the look into how many materials I was going to require for this big conglomeration here, and it's honestly, it's going to take me a while. It needs like 10 blocks of steel alone, let alone all the other bits and pieces that it requires steel for. So I think I'm gonna give this a little bit of a break. I'd like to play a little bit with a few intermediate sort of mods, and get a few basic items set up available in the system, so we can start automating things like glass and that sort of stuff. So I was thinking of doing a Cobbleworks and setting it up downstairs under the base, get a bit of a Cobbleworks going, which is why I've got a bunch of materials, machines and stuff here. I was also considering, I want to look into pressure pipes. Oh, look, there's a creeper. Oh, he disappeared. I want to look into pressure pipes to see whether it's maybe a better option to run the pipeworks using that, which is at pressure. So it uses these things here. Now these high pressure pipes allow infinite throughput. So as long as you set it up right with an input and an output, it allows infinite throughput. The other thing that this mod adds is tanks. So we could eventually have, instead of using these fluid tanks, which obviously holds 512 buckets, we could make massive big multi-block tanks. Now the idea behind Modular Mayhem is modular items. So these are modular, yes, but one of these pressure tanks or pressure pipes tanks would be interesting to throw together as well. But I'm kind of keeping this as immersive engineering. As we saw, I did want to use these pipes, and I may end up changing it back to those pipes, because according to Triax, it's just a redstone signal under there. We'll get it to output. Something I didn't realise. But for the moment, again, I know I'm sort of jumping around a little bit, but it's coming down to materials now. So I need to do a bunch more mining. I need to get a lot more of this. And yeah, sort of one day at a time. Let's one episode at a time. As we get the materials, we'll create what we need. I don't get tons of time between episodes to prepare. I generally, as you may already know, I work full time, so I do this in between, and sometimes, like today, I get a little behind on my recording. So literally, I'm recording this and it will be released tomorrow. So this is me like winging it, hoping the 1080 recording works and that you guys get a video that you can watch. Because I've only really got one shot at this. So let's see here. Now I kind of want to put another one of these elevators downstairs, but I don't know. Let's elevator. What am I using? Is it? It's the elevator mod. See, we now have both. We've now got the open blocks and the elevator mod. It's not required, obviously. I don't think I have a lot of wool. I've got green. I don't want green. I'll do it at a later date. Okay, I did clear a spot out down here. Let's see. So I cleared a bit of an area. I kind of thought we'd automate a bit of cactus and sugarcane over here somewhere. And I thought we'd do the Cobbleworks. This is getting awfully close to the outside world. Try and get Cobbleworks in here somewhere. Now, it's been a long time since I made a Cobbleworks. So obviously we want the igneous extruder, and we're going to need a bucket of water and a bucket of lava. Not sure how many buckets I've got. Bucket. One of them. Distilled water is not what I need. Let's grab one of them. Yikes. And we can pop that in there. And then I think fire. And down here somewhere there should be some lava. Kind of thought I would have uncovered some by now. Pretty sure there's something behind here actually. There's some. That's not ideal. You saw nothing. Let's just, not that one, I want this button. Only because it's quicker. Yes, we've got a bucket of lava as well. Which should enable us to make cobble. Now these require power now, which I kind of think is a little bit weird, but that's fine. Let's see. So my idea is we want to output cobble. And we want gravel, and we want sand and glass. So normally you'd have, you know, something like this somewhere along this line. So obviously we want to output cobble straight into here, and it would output gravel and sand. Get rid of this. That's all right. You know what? I'm tempted to go wireless, but see this is why I didn't want to put this here. Whoopsie. That's fine. We'll cover it up later. Cover it up later. Now the wireless power would be ideal, and I mean it doesn't need tons of power. So I mean obviously we could set up a wireless power and use it. Maybe just while I'm setting, no, not choir. Just while I'm setting some stuff up, perhaps best to use this. I've got a few things I want to get going. Getting all of them? Okay, so you're producing cobble, great. The outputs of this, I've got a few item ducts. So just for giggles, let's try this out. Let's put one here. And let's make you an input. Okay. Input. Turn all these ones off. Okay, so it's making cobble into sand. I kind of thought you used to get gravel from this setup. get a 15% chance at gravel. So that's not too bad then, I guess. Obviously we're not going to get the gravel that I want. I really don't want andesite. That's terrible. Recycler is going to give us gravel and sand. Extra Utilities Crusher is going to give us gravel with a chance of sand. So maybe my best idea here, because I want to get all of them, and I know I don't need all of them, I mean that's just something I want to try. So Crusher. So one from Extra Utilities. Do I have what I need? No. Let's just make a couple of pistons. Of course I have no wood. I've added recipes for a few things. And one of them is chests. Because I added a recipe for storage buses, external storages. Okay, so if we take the crusher down, let's pick you up. If I now put get rid of that just for the moment. If I put the Extra Utilities Crusher here, we're going to get cobble. And that's actually quite quick. I don't need to do anything here in terms of how fast it's producing, I don't think. We're going to get gravel and then a chance at sand. Okay, that's fine. So in terms of extracting from here, I don't know if it will auto push. I don't think it will. So that in itself is a bit of a downside to using this. It's making gravel. It's fairly slow though. What are other ways of making gravel? Just the stuff we saw before. Okay. Apparently we can do all sorts of stuff. The pulverizer. So work this one out. I'm getting a 15% chance. So unless I do the upgrade, so at thermal, and we have the secondary chance augment, whichever one it is, increases the chance of the secondary product. We could do this, I guess. And then just deal with having sand and gravel coming out. So we may be able to just... Alright. Not ideal. Really? Okay. Let's try this again. Not there. Goodness me. Pulverizer. And I guess it's going to output sand. And you know what? It can go into there. So we've got sand coming into this cache. Now I want another pipe under here. And I want you disconnected, and I want you disconnected. And I want a second one extracting into here perhaps. Yeah, so this one should be an input. Okay. And then I'm thinking maybe yellow here. Yellow here. That. And putting that on top. Oh, I need to do an output underneath there. So it will send cobble here as well. So we're getting gravel as a secondary here. This one, I don't know if I need this at this point. This one will be producing sand as the main output. So let's do main output here. And I'm actually going to drop it straight into this. Or if it's not here, it could be here. No, that's fine. And put a cache there. And we'll make this in and out. Glass goes into there. Cool. Nice. And then I probably wouldn't mind just having a one for straight stone. So we got sand, gravel, and again it's not a high amount of gravel, but we could put one of those upgrades on them, which we'll need to craft and put in there. But let's make another redstone furnace and plop him here, and then put this last one of these here with the redstone furnace under it. So let's do that. And look, there's probably more efficient ways of doing this. I know that. But this is what I've come up with. So I want a redstone furnace. I'm going to need more bricks. So 8 of them in there. Thank you. Going to want tin gear. Not sure why I'm having so much trouble finding things today, considering it's very much right here in front of me. Shouldn't be a problem. 1 bricks. There we go. 2, 1 furnace. Thank you. Okay. This will go here. In and out. So we've got one here which I can probably increase in production wise, so it will eventually get stuff down here. Okay, so we're now getting cobble here, cobble here, cobble there. Excellent. Let's get rid of the things that were in my inventory. A couple of these. Awesome. So all of these things are now being made. It's using a bit of power. I understand that. And power is something we need to start working on. Got some external storages here, which I'd like to place on this one and this one. Let's grab this. And that one and that one. Whoops. Okay. And then we kind of need to hook these up. So I've got some cable. For the sake of this, let's just run it like that. Okay, so we should now be able to see all of these things, and I've got to remember how to, yep, let's just shift right click. We'll lock these. Obviously, we have cobble, sand, gravel, in here. Let's grab all our sand out and okay. Sand, gravel, whoops. Nice. Glass. Nope. Stone. Okay, nice. So ideally, these will be our priority, but obviously we need overflow. So what's this set on? Priority is 10. Make each of these 11, I guess. Oh, I bet you I didn't hit set on them. Okay, cool. So they're filling up. They'll get there. Once it's all full, it'll stop. But it's using a bit of power, but it's, you know, I could run the power conduit through the back here. That's a thing. I've got a few. Instead of running this, so now that I've got where I want to run it, maybe that would work better. So let's do this. Nice. And then I should have just switched to a pick. Awesome. I'm not sure where that wireless thing went. I probably just broke it. Not a big drama. Okay. Cobbleworks underway. All powered. Not a problem. Okay, so next I guess would be these little beauties. They're going to need water, which we should have just over here somewhere. But I'd like to potentially, I don't want to go too far back here. Somewhere back here should be some water though. Okay, so we've got water we can tap into just here. Okay, so it's going to need power, which we've got right above it. We can power down here, and I'm going to need some more leadstone ducts. Okay. Some of them, we'll fill these walls in down here eventually as well. I'm also going to want cactus. I'm going to want sugarcane. And do I grab another couple of caches? Or do we just use what's in the device? I'll work that out in a moment. So the idea would be we want kind of like a processing area down here. There, one there. Power. There. Yeah. And I really think this needs to be rotated. Kind of want this top section to be on a different side. Can I do that? Doesn't seem to want to. Ducting. I had fluid ducts, but I put them away. Silly me. Thought to myself, nah, I don't need them. What do I need them for? Okay, so fluid ducts. Do you have water? Yes. I put cactus in there and that in there. I'm going to need a bit of sand for each. Now that should be working. Okay, so it's probably going to fire stuff out at me. Maybe. Okay, now if I put 2 more of those external storages onto this, and we'll try this out. So external, so you can see I've got them set up to craft now, so let's make 2. I'm missing silicon. It was in here, wasn't it? I was making this because I was going to use a different cobble generator, but just ended up going with all thermal expansion. You making me silicon? It's 1. Could get 1 going. It's very slow. Need to do some speed upgrades here. Okay, nice. 2. So in here with our crafting monitor, it should be showing us what we're making. It'll show me up here that we're making these the normal basic processes, and it will be working through whatever's at the bottom and making it improved. So it'll be putting the it's basic together. So this is the stuff that's currently processing, and it will be making its way through each of these items to craft them. Okay, so if we get our inventory's all sorts of messed up. How much that? Whatever. Not a big issue, right? Kind of just a bit odd. It's fine. It's fine, Lens. Stop it. Cores being made. So once these are made, I'm going to hook them up to the cloches down there. Ideally, what we could do is actually set a thing here. So we've got... I don't think I've got any sugar cane in there. But cactus, we've currently got 41. So if I take this, plop that down. I think the redstone signal is up top here. So if I wanted to place this here, I want you the other way up. That's not going to work. No, it's not going to do what I want. Not at all. It's unfortunate because I wanted to hook it up to this so it would turn off when it was full. I'm sure there is a way, and if you guys want to leave it in the comments, please do that. I just want to get these last couple of external storages done, because I've just realized we are at the wrapping up point, and I'm really hoping that this video has been smooth. So I should be able to put these on here. And, whoops, that's fine. Assuming I've done this correctly. We should now have access to, is it correct, the ones up here, or do I need, yeah, it's an output. If we've got 34 sugarcane in here, ow, if I come up here, no. Okay, so maybe that's not where I need to put them. I could have sworn that was where I need to put them. Why can't I read? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we can't read this. Maybe. Oh, completely missing these. No, that's fine. Look, it obviously can't read these as areas to be able to access, so I'm guessing I'm going to need to perhaps turn them around, place a cache or something on the back, and then hook that up. I don't know if they auto output. What can you do for me? Literally nothing. Anyway, that's fine. I'll play around with this a bit. As I said, I'm at the wrapping up point. I'll either, as I said, put them into a cache and then hook that up to the system, same as this. Apparently this is full. I don't know how that works. Really not sure how this works. Need to work out how to show what's in it. Probably a way. I think it's got something to do, provides information, so I might need to make a multimeter. That's alright. So next episode we'll play around with this a bit and try and get these things to display what they've got in them. Currently we have apparently 571 of 64. But we'll work on that, and I'll get these things hooked up so that they're working. Worst case, I'll put a drawer in. You know, these things happen. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Leave those comments down below. And I hope my video has come out in time. Again, let me know your thoughts on that. Tell me what it looks like, whether it's good, smooth, etc. And next episode we might, we'll probably still be waiting for steel, so we might maybe do the an advanced generator and just use the steam we're producing for the moment. That's stored in that tank over there. Maybe use that to, through an advanced generator, and just produce some power in the in the short term until we can get other things underway. Hey, buddy. Yeah, so until we can get enough steam, steel, to build this, shush, Enderman, we'll leave it where we are. So, thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.